Principal Deputy Speaker, the latest ruling by our colonial masters that our livestock can no longer bear UK ear tags but must, because of the protocol, have ear tags with EU designation XI is yet another working of foreign rule in Northern Ireland. The root of the matter here is that Northern Ireland, uniquely within the UK, is subject to the EU animal health regime and laws. I do say gently to those that brought the prayer of annulment, the very fact you have had to do so is a concession that the DUP returned to this Assembly under false pretences. Let me remind the House that in the aftermath of the Donaldson deal, Gavin Rumson wrote an article in the newsletter which carried the headline, DUP set out to remove internal trade barrier in the Irish Sea, and we've achieved exactly that. He later boasted that the sea border would be gone by the autumn of 2024. It is now the 24th of February 2025, and the sea border is still here, and indeed it hardens by the day. Shame on those that lied to the Unionist people, but shame on those too who championed the division of the United Kingdom through the rigorous implementation of the protocol. The protocol continues to inflict unnecessary additional costs on farmers because now Great Britain, which historically we have traded freely with, is treated as a third country. I hear some in this House claim that the protocol is because of Brexit. We've heard it here today by the Leader of the Opposition. The business before us today proves the opposite. Northern Ireland didn't get Brexit. If we did, we would have left with the rest of the UK. But as this prayer of annulment illustrates, the protocol means we remain within the EU single market and customs union, and consequently trade with GB might as well be trade with Argentina. Yes, go on ahead.
Appreciate the member giving way. He said that the protocol or Windsor framework, if you prefer, had nothing to do with Brexit. Just as a matter of fact, would there have been a protocol or a Windsor framework if Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK was still in the EU?
Can I ask a member as well who raised the intervention if we could return to the prayer of annulment? I've given people a lot of latitude, so I'm just asking you to do that. Thank you.
Deputy Speaker, and just to briefly respond to Mr O'Toole, the reason for the protocol, the reason for the Windsor framework was because Northern Ireland didn't get Brexit. If we had got Brexit, there'd be no protocol and no Windsor framework. But going back to the motion, the prayer of annulment in front of us, this SR is about aligning our farming industry closer with the Irish Republic and drive a further wedge between Northern Ireland and the rest of our union. It's no surprise to me that the Nationalist and Republic Alliance are the chief cheerleaders when it comes to this hour, and that's what we've seen from the Minister pressing this. Certainly when it comes, I'm glad that the DUP have brought the prayer of annulment. I certainly will be supporting that today, but we have to go back to the origin. We have to go back to look at what is the need for the prayer of annulment. The need for the prayer of annulment is because the protocol and the Windsor framework is still in place. The very things that your now leader said that the DUP get rid of. That's clearly not the case, but I hope with this prayer of annulment, I hope in future debates the DUP will refind its energy and certainly take the fight to the government. Until the protocol, until the Windsor framework is scrapped, Northern Ireland will continue to be held back by our colonial masters. This is only a simple outworking of it, but coming to the farming industry, it's a big issue regarding the tags in sheep and cows. This is a small item, but there's many more to come. The protocol must go, the Windsor framework must go, and it's only then Northern Ireland can move forward.